Hello, hello, and welcome to season 3 of Black Girl Ambition, the podcast where we don't just climb ladders, we build new ones. I am your host, Naya Baxter, and today we are rewriting what success looks like for women who want it all on their own damn terms. If you are a woman in corporate or a visionary founder, this is your go-to space for community empowerment and practical strategies to help you level up in your career and in all aspects of your life. Think executive level coffee chat meets sister circle meets motivational masterclass. You can find Black Girl Ambition on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, YouTube, or your favorite streaming platform. Be sure, if you have not already, to rate, review, subscribe, and please share it with a friend as well to show your support. Okay, ambitious Black girls. Today's guest is a true pioneer in fashion journalism and digital media. We are speaking with the Claire Sulmers. The founder and editor-in-chief of Fashion Bomb Daily, one of the world's most influential style platforms with an audience of more than 2.2 million. With a Harvard degree in African American Studies and French, Claire transformed her early passion for fashion into a groundbreaking media brand that has redefined representation and style coverage. From crashing her way into Fashion Week shows long ago, Claire carved out her own lane when the industry tried to shut her out. Her platform has been recognized by Forbes, by Essence, and countless others for championing inclusivity across race, across size, age, and even hair texture, while spotlighting designers and creatives who are often ignored by traditional outlets. A sought-after speaker, an influencer, and author of The Bomb Life, Claire's work has not only disrupted fashion media, but created space for millions of people to see themselves reflected in style, culture. Claire, it is an absolute honor to have you today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
What a journey.
I know. It's been almost 20 years. It's like I look back and can't even believe all the things I've done and just how long it's been, honestly.
Truly.
A fun ride, though.
A fun ride, and we're going to get into it here today. So when I was doing some research on you, I saw that you call yourself or consider yourself an African-American fashion historian. What does that mean to you, to be an African-American fashion historian, and how do you think that mentality has shaped your work?
Well, I kind of came into this because of a love of history and documenting history. I majored in African American studies, so that's one of my passions. And without me knowing it, unwittingly, I have been recording the style and trends, the influencers, the people who have kind of shifted and changed our culture from when I first started in 2006 and up until present day. And I think there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. It seems very weighty when you say historian, but it's also been like so much fun, you know, and also kind of looking back at the trends now, like a lot of things we started that were around when we first started, like the Versace Spring 2010 platforms, they're coming back.
Exactly.
So it's wild to see that now a lot of the things that were around when I first started are now considered archive. Or vintage, but it is archive because it's less than 10 years anyway. But you know, we're really kind of documenting everything and seeing Nicki Minaj wear the heels now and in 2010, and having both instances and having the younger generation come and embrace the 2000s era fashion. It's just really amazing to witness. I think there's a lot of seriousness to what I do, but it is in beautiful photos and in music and in moments. So it's just been a really thrilling ride.
It looks that way as well. And you're right. The word historian sounds serious.
It sounds like an academic.
It sounds like an academic, but what you're really doing is capturing history. You're capturing history through fashion and how these trends come back around.
And when I went to Harvard, I didn't want to, first of all, I had dealt with imposter syndrome for a long time. I was like, are they sure I'm supposed to be here? But then I knew that I wasn't the typical Harvard student. You know, I like to have fun. I love music. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to be in media and entertainment. I wanted to offer my unique take on things that were going on. So just finding a way to make it like, you know, deep, but also not that deep.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just have fun with fashion and with history over time.
I'm similar in that way. Like make it deep, but not that deep.
It's not that
We're
deep.
trying to have fun.
We're trying to have a good time.
At the same time. We're trying to have a good time. So I've heard you describe Fashion Bomb Daily's success as coming from being really reader-centric and centering the community that you have built. How do you think that this has helped you to create lasting influence for Fashion Bomb Daily?
Community is the most important part of Fashion Bomb Daily. And it's important for me to be as inclusive as possible. Our mission is we cover everything from the hood to haute couture. And so, you know, fashion is elitist. It's traditionally exclusive. You have to be on the list. It's invite only. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Either you're in or you're out. Like there's no formula to being in the in crowd in fashion. And that's something that really stumped me when I was first doing it, because I'm like, okay, I'm smart.
Right.
I'm interested. You know, I couldn't really dress well that back then. But, you know, I'm like, I want to, you know, so I'm like, for somebody who is interested in fashion, there really isn't any clear blueprint into the industry. Even if you, like I did all the right internships and did all the right things. And so I wanted to create a place that was really for everyone and celebrated you, whether, no matter your sexual orientation, your age, your race, your culture, you could find a place to be celebrated at Fashion Bomb Daily. And so that has resulted in us having an amazing community of people, whether it's, you know, Beyonce's stylist who one time, you know, he was on the red carpet helping Beyonce at the Met Gala, and somebody was like, Beyonce has a special train holder, and I'm like, that is Ty Hunter. He is like a legendary stylist, you know. But giving people their flowers,
train holder, right?
Yeah, making sure that people get their flowers, their acknowledgement, their credit for all these iconic looks that they're creating, and making sure everyone, like, for example, we have our Bomb Fashion Show. It's in less than a week, and we have several trans models who are modeling with us. Actually, Cardi B's hairstylist, Tokyo Styles, is walking in our show. So you're creating spaces for people who are fashionable, they are iconic, they are so talented and so creative. They might not find a home at a Vogue or at an Elle magazine, but they can find a home with us.
Yes, yes. And do you think that your own experiences, feeling shut out, dealing with imposter syndrome, just influence this desire for you to create a space where everyone feels like they have a place?
1,000%. We all deserve to be seen and highlighted, acknowledged, and elevated. That is what, like, the human experience is about.
Yeah.
Walking around and acting like you're invisible. Like, I think that a lot of people, especially Black women and people of color, can be like, yo, I am here.
I am here.
I'm taking up space.
Yes.
Give me my things.
Yes.
So yeah, it is important.
It is important. I love seeing that more from us now. I feel like, especially for Black women, we're very much in a place and a movement of not shrinking, of taking up the space, of demanding the credit that we deserve.
Demanding.
Right?
Yeah.
Demanding. Because I think society views us in so many ways as like the workhorses. It's like you're there, but you're just supposed to keep grinding and not ever ask for anything.
Right.
And so I love just the intentionality of what you built.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk about betting on yourself and building a timeless personal brand, because you are gutsy.
Man, sometimes I wish I wasn't, because I'm like, it's stressful.
You have made some gutsy moves. So I did read in your book that after being passed over for a promotion at Real Simple magazine, you moved to Paris with $2,000.
Yeah.
So, wow.
I know.
How did that experience shape your understanding of what happens and what is possible when you bet on yourself? And just speak to us a bit more about that experience overall. What motivated you to take that leap?
So I really feel like, God gives you these visions, these inclinations. I see it as an assignment. If it's something that keeps bugging you, tapping you on the shoulder, it's something that it's incumbent upon you to discuss, kind of seek out what that is about, if it doesn't leave you. So I moved to Paris. It was always my dream to move to Paris. And I think that story of me quitting my job, moving there with no money, knowing no one, being super broke, like the brokest I've ever been, really showed me and kind of laid the foundation for what I knew could be possible in life. I think that a lot of times fear stops people from doing what is on their heart. And the fear is that you're gonna be broke. You're not gonna know anybody. You won't have a place to stay. All these things happen, but I survived. And I think the most important thing, not only did I survive, I thrived, because once I got over the fact that, I had $20 to spend at the grocery store, how am I going to figure this out? What meals can I make? And everybody has their ramen noodle story or their spaghetti story or whatever. But as you're going through that and you survive, you start to see that the universe starts to place these kind of miraculous things in your lap that you would have never dreamed or expected. So after I got over the fact that I was, in this one apartment, the ceiling caved in, I had to move in with a friend, I was sleeping on a tub, everybody knows the story. Then I got invited to my first Chanel show. Then I got my internship at Paris Vogue, and I'm like, these are miracles that are happening. I could not have even imagined that, a year and a half after moving to Paris or whatever, a year, that I'd be sitting in Corinne Rotfeld's office, staring across from her as she compliments me on my eyeshadow.
Wow.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
But once you go through that one instance, then you're like, okay, I could do this. So it really, whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish. It will not be easy. There are some things that will happen, bad things that will happen that you can't imagine, but also really good things. And I'm seeing it right now with the Bomb Fashion Show, which is heavy on my mind, but it's not over yet, but I'm going to just claim that it's a success.
Claim it.
I'm claiming that it is like the most successful fashion show ever, but we dealt with a lot of setbacks and a lot of things happening that I could have never imagined. But it's every day I'm getting, oh, this person wants to walk in your show. This celebrity wants to come. This celebrity DJ who's been on TV wants to host your cocktail hour. So many things happen. And a lot of times I think these are tests. It's like the universe is testing you to see, how bad do you want this? Are you able to deal with the uncomfortability of, maybe not paying a bill on time or things being late or delayed? Are you able to deal with that? And I really feel like, how they say diamonds are formed under pressure. It's like that. Can you master the test to get to the place where you have a testimony?
Yes.
And you can tell other people everything that is possible.
Oh my God.
So Paris was like that moment where I was like, let me see how far I can take this. Because when you really do step out on faith, say no to fear, God will truly blow your mind.
I have chills from the way that you talked about that and described it, because I very much think about it and describe it in the same way as the universe meeting you, right? Like you have to do the work.
You have to get through it.
But there will be these like God winks,
right?
Or these miraculous situations, opportunities that will come up. And when those happen, this interview was very much one of those for me. To me, it means keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
And keep doing your thing and please try your best to ignore the negativity. Please try, because it's out there. And I remember I try to like avoid negativity wherever I go. Like if somebody has something bad to say about me, my business, whatever, I don't want to look at it because it'll ruin my day. But what happens is like sometimes my glam will send me stuff. So like my makeup artist sent me this video of somebody on TikTok and they were like, fashion bomb stinks. And I'm like, okay. I was like, yo, they were even saying like I'm mean or something. And I am like super intentional about being kind to everybody that I encounter. You know, everybody who reads Fashion Bomb, I'm like, let's take a selfie. Like, because I genuinely appreciate the support. And I realized it's like a light bulb went off. It's like, it doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're always going to have a critic out there. And sometimes they don't really have anything to criticize and they just don't like you. You know what I mean? Like and there's literally nothing you can do to make them like you. So once you realize that even if you give your best effort, you're still going to have somebody out there who's like, you know, you're like, just keep going because all the negativity, that's just a part of it. Yeah. You know, but that shouldn't stop you. The fear of perception, the fear of criticism, the fear of whatever shouldn't stop you from you continuing to do what you're supposed to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Because that criticism it's there. But I think the more that women especially can learn to be okay being disliked by some people. It's a part of it. It's okay. It's okay.
It'll happen to the best of us or the worst of us. So just deal with it. That's all. It's all a part of it.
Just deal with it, move in your purpose, and surround yourself with really good people, like, you know, your tribe of people to help you just block out all that negativity.
Block it out.
So you are clearly very smart. You're clearly well educated. You graduated from Harvard, summa cum laude.
Magna. My brother graduated summa though. My brother's really the smart one. But anyway.
So you and your brother went to Harvard.
Yeah.
Okay. They raised smart kids.
Teacher. Yeah. So we were reading by age 3. Even now she'll be like, did you read this book? Did you watch that? And then she'll quiz us on it. Even today.
Oh, wow.
She'll be like, did you watch this lady? Well, what did she say? Because I could be like, yeah. She'd be like, no. Yeah. So it was just like the culture of our house was education. Yeah.
So what was your experience working in those traditional corporate jobs and the opportunities that you felt you received or did not receive?
That's a great question. I would say that I've always been very ambitious, hence the title of your podcast. And so for me, my experience was wanting to do more, be more, create a new role, transition out of my transition out of the box. Yes. And there wasn't a lot of space to do that. Despite, you know, I had a great, if I could have chosen, I could not have chosen a better environment to have my kind of few corporate experiences in, but it was a very nurturing environment. My boss was very lenient. We all went to the gym during lunch break. He let us do things at our own pace. But my only issue was that when I would ask for promotions or, you know, I was in the research department, I wanted to work in the fashion department. It wasn't as easy as I would have liked. Sorry. Right. And I don't know if I would have waited it out, if it would have changed. But I know that I was there for about 4 years, maybe less. But during that time, I really wanted to supercharge what I was doing. And I don't believe I had the skills to play the game. And something that I noticed in corporate, which still exists when you own your own business, is it's all about networking. It's all about who likes you. And I'm very likable and lovable, I believe, but it's, I haven't really mastered that, let me stop in and chat with you and let me have lunch and schmooze with you. Like, yeah. I'm very genuine. I don't like to make relationships if they don't feel organic to me. And I do think that in corporate, that sort of schmoozing is positively rewarded. And for me, I'm more like, I'm just going to do my work. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to outwork you. Yeah. But the whole, like, let's go to lunch and, whatever, like, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. Like, all my relationships are genuine. And so I think that corporate just wasn't the right place for me. And I'm actually super grateful that I realized that. Like, I'm more of an entrepreneur, right. And I want to do my own thing. And so that's eventually what I did. I started off a blog. I moved to Paris, as you know. I was an intern at Paris Vogue, and thankfully, with the advent of digital media, I was able to monetize my website and have worked for myself for the past, how many years now? 13 years.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to someone else who wants to bet on themselves?
Faith is a very huge part of my life and everything that I do. And I really think faith is the biggest thing. Believing in yourself. Yes. One. Like, betting on yourself, being like, I know I can do this. I don't know why I think I know I could do this, but I feel strongly. Yeah. And, just being like, you can do this, and keeping that mantra going to yourself. And for me, faith in God, prayer, listening to those messages of hope and faith. I literally have to listen. They call it your daily bread, obviously, but I listen to Joel Osteen a lot because some things happen and you're just like, why is this happening to me? And then you also have to be like, God allowed it, so he meant it to happen. Okay, so what's the lesson I'm supposed to be gleaning from this? But I think, some people, and here's another thing, not just faith, but also not quitting, not giving up.
When it's hard.
I literally hate quitters. I think quitters are losers. I'm sorry. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. So keep going, because a lot of times it's a matter of who's going to last the longest. It happened with me. I remember when I first started, there were all these bloggers.
Yes. Very crowded space.
It was a crowded space, and a lot of them didn't transition over to, everything was online. Everything was a www, whatever. And now then we transitioned over to social media, and they didn't transition over. So somebody else took their spot. Yeah. I don't know what's next. Maybe it's Twitch. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to retire before I have to figure it out. It's okay, because I'm tired. But, it's like, just keep going. Just keep going. Keep showing up. When you're tired, learn to rest, not quit. Because sometimes you're like, I'm tired and I want to quit. Don't quit. Keep going. There's a lot of respect in just showing up. That's half of it.
People quit too early. They stop too early. It's hard. It's challenging. Maybe you're not getting the traction right away. Yeah. And then they stop.
Right.
But how do you know what it could be if you don't keep going?
Yeah. And outwork, try to. Everybody says they're 24 hours. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day.
It's Beyonce.
Beyonce. But if you even look at Sierra, who's up here on the wall, these people work so hard.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Always on point. They are early. If they have to be across the country and then back here, they'll do it. Yeah. And not complain. Yeah. Not complain, not a day. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because I've witnessed that as well. Like, one, I think people have this perception that when someone has made it, everything is leisurely. No. They're not necessarily working that hard. But I've had an inside peek to like some really dynamic, well-known people's careers and their lifestyles, and they are hustling.
Yeah.
All the time.
They're up earlier than us. They're in the gym.
Yes.
They're reading.
Yes.
They're getting the best whatever, you know, but I did notice that. And you know, they're taking their multivitamins. They're not calling out sick.
Yes.
They're going for it. And you know, that's something that inspires me.
Every single day.
Right.
Through one of those very serendipitous, the universe will guide you moments, I met and became very good friends with Bozoma St. John, who is my girl. I love her.
She's great.
Love. Oh my God. But when I tell you I have never seen a work ethic like this woman's work ethic, she is up at 5 a.m. is late, maybe even 4. She left me a voice note at 4:14 in the morning her time a couple days ago. 4 o'clock in the morning, she's at the gym. She's constantly on a plane. She is working hard, but then also showing up for the people that she loves and cares about, her daughter and her mother and her new fiance and her friends. So it's so revealing to me, because I think people have a misconception about how much it actually takes.
Yeah.
When you get to that level.
Nobody sees me or Bozoma in our pajamas and my 3-inch Coke bottle glasses, you know, taking those calls or reading or answering emails. We don't put that on Instagram.
No.
All you see are like the pretty pictures,
the highlights, right?
And you also see all the kind of like the icing or the cherry on top of the cake. You don't see the cake, because the cake is not cute.
The cake is not cute.
It is not cute. Okay. It's like, here's a mess in pajamas, in my glasses, going for it. It. So I agree. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know.
So much.
Yeah.
So I want to, usually when I start these conversations, I like to get into some of the early influences in your life, some of your early childhood influences that shaped who you are, right? So the path that you took, but then also just the grit, like just shape some of the characteristics and how you show up. What were some of the values that you would say your parents instilled in you growing up?
My mother, the reading constantly, always like just creating a calm, peaceful environment for us to grow, but also not being on top of us all the time. Like, you gotta read, you know. It was just, as I said before, it was a part of the culture of our home to just read, but then we could also watch TV. And I remember I used to do my homework while watching The Simpsons or watching whatever's on TV, and I could still do it now, you know, just having that balance between, you know, you can have fun, but you're gonna do your homework too. And my dad passed away in 2022.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. But you know, I didn't know this at the time, but he was one of the first Black commercial airline pilots. He moved to the United States from Haiti. He didn't know how to speak English. He tells all these stories of eating Whoppers from Burger King while he was going to flight school. But think about that work ethic,
Claire.
You know, that's wild if you really think about it.
It is wild. It's wild. And I learned that recently about your father immigrating from Haiti, not speaking English, learning English, listening to love songs.
Right.
And rising to become one of the first Black commercial airline pilots in the country. That is absolutely wild.
Yeah. And that's my dad. You know, so when you think about the influences, you know, my mom and my dad were amazing. And I really do not worry. My mom is still around, bothering me, calling me all the time. But, you know, they set a fantastic foundation. I feel super blessed to have great parents who support me, because they didn't get it for a long time. They were like, what are you doing? And my dad was like, oh, you have 2 million followers, you should get everybody to send you $1, and then you should be. And I was like, it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work
Dad.
like that, Dad.
He'd be like, why are you on TV? Are they paying you? I'm like, no.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, they were great.
So were they supportive of your decision? Did they direct you to any particular career path?
My dad didn't. I think my dad wanted me to be a doctor. I think typical Caribbean parents. I don't think my mom has ever been like, you should do this. But for a long time, my dad he'd be like, Dr. Claire Sulmers, because my middle name is Siobhan. It's spelled the Irish way. Anyway, he really wanted me to be a doctor. And then once I graduated from school, he was like, you should be a flight attendant. You should work in government. And I was like, no, leave me alone. But they supported me in their own way. I remember when I decided to move to Paris, because my dad was a pilot, we could fly standby. And I remember he flew with me there. He made sure that I was good. He gave me like, I think 100 euros and was like, good luck. And, you know, they were supportive to an extent. They weren't, they didn't give me carte blanche to go crazy, but, you know, they didn't deter me, which is good.
When things got hard in Paris, did they encourage you to move back?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember I was at some cafe and the bill was like $20 and I didn't have it. And I called my mom to transfer some money and she was like, come back home. And I was like, no. But I do think that people are terrified of those experiences. Looking back, I'm not crying about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that was back in the day. It'll never happen again.
Right.
But sometimes you need those experiences to learn, you know, financial management, to learn proper planning, to learn just how to function in life. Like sometimes you kind of need to have those situations where you can't pay for a $20 bill at a restaurant where you're like, never again. And it also helps you to appreciate everything that you have.
Tell me about it. Is any part of your work ethic like outrunning that experience?
Well,
those experiences?
God willing, I'm far from it. far from it. You know, and then once you achieve one goal, like I remember I'm very big about goal writing. I write my goals down every day. Not every day, let's say every other day, a few times a week. Write my goals down. And I remember in Paris, I was like, I want to work for myself. I want to make this amount of money. I want to have Christian Louboutin shoes. And I remember one day I looked up and I had everything.
And you had all of those things.
Wild.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a big part of what I do as well. Setting goals, visualizing. I have a huge wall-size poster, vision board on it. It has LA on there. So I'm in LA now.
And now you live in LA.
Yeah. And I think it's important, in addition to writing new goals, to reflect on your successes as well. Be like, I did this. Okay, I was able to do this. So what else can I do? Let's see. Yeah.
Reflecting is important. It can be like, especially for ambitious, high-achieving women, it's like, let's just collect these accomplishments and keep going.
But gratitude is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And being like, thank you, God. Thank you for everything that I have. I remember when I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I remember when in junior high, my parents went through this period. My dad was starting over at a new company. My mother had just moved to Atlanta, so she wasn't working. I didn't have the right clothes, and this is really what set it off. Someone made fun of me for not having like multiple pairs of Guess jeans. And it made me feel so bad. And now it's like, how many closets have I, where like literally as I left, I had a rolling rack inside my closet in LA, and it broke. And this happens all the time where rolling racks full of clothes break on me because it's so much. Yeah. And it's like, I have so many, thank you God, like clothes on clothes. I have more clothes than anybody could ever need. Yeah. So it went from not having to having more than enough. And I think that is emblematic of anybody who truly believes in themselves and what they can accomplish. You can go from not having enough to having more than enough. Just have faith.
Boom. I want to talk about the evolution of the Fashion Bomb Daily brand because you seem like someone who is in a constant state of evolution. And what started as reporting on the fashion of Black celebrities has transformed into a direct-to-consumer platform. The Bomb Fashion Show, which is in its 5th year, you are launching a podcast, Convos with Claire, and also authoring a 2nd book, which I believe is on the horizon. So when other people might look at all that, they might rest on their success, but you keep going and keep elevating. And what do you believe drives you to do that?
I'm not sure. Aside from ambition, and I have a number in my head. Like, I just create numbers. I'm like, I have those Forbes magazines with the richest self-made women on the cover. And I realize I have one in LA and one in New York. That inspires me. I'm like, I want to be in Forbes. I want to be in that issue. Yeah. I don't care what number I am on there, but that is a goal of mine. And there's really, obviously every woman on that list is extremely accomplished and they work very hard. I'm like, why can't I be on that list? Why can't you be on that list? Absolutely. Everybody can be on that list. Yeah. So that inspires me. And also knowing, like, I have visions of seeing my life on TV. I have visions of being a New York Times bestselling author. These are all a part of the goals that I write down every day, by the way. So until I get there, I'm not going to stop. A lot of people who follow Fashion Bomb some guy thought that the person who owned it was a man. I'm like, hello. Like, my name is in the profile if you go on there, but people don't pay attention. So I think it's about really expanding into, like, creating more original content and just doing my own thing. You know, I think with Fashion Bomb, we are beholden to celebrities, beholden to red carpets. If Beyonce wants to have a concert tomorrow, we're posting about it. So I think if I can shift my focus to me, then it just presents a lot more freedom to create my own movement. So
yes. So it sounds like you're becoming more intentional with just being visible as well through your efforts.
The visibility part for me, like, I did not come into this to be famous. I didn't come into this to be an influencer. I really am the type of person to prefer to be behind the scenes. Yeah. But I do see that being in front of the camera has helped the brand tremendously. And then also being, like, positive and supportive. I think that it has helped the brand overall. Yes. And opened up a lot more opportunities. So I know there are a lot of CEOs and founders who want to be behind the scenes. It's really up to your personality if you want to do it or not. But I can say that you do get a lot more opportunities if you are the face of your brand.
When you're the face of your brand. And did I hear you say you have aspirations for a TV show about your journey in your life?
Yeah. Because a lot of times we watch Sex and the City, Emily in Paris, ... And it's like, I'm in New York. Oh, Devil Wears Prada. Yeah. And they're like, I'm in New York and I have all this money and I'm buying Chanel and, I'm buying Manolo Blahniks. And it's like, that is not the reality. And we're not getting meetings at Vogue. We are not getting these opportunities. Like, so what is the real? And I just want to communicate my journey, which I think a lot of women can relate to.
Would relate to and watch. Like, imagine a show, young Black girl in New York hustling.
We need that. And it's not, obviously love has to be a part of it, but it's not like about sex. It's not about relationships. It's about fashion.
It's about fashion. Yes. It's like a Black girl, Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, what's her story?
What is her story?
Because she's not in the Devil Wears Prada.
No.
She's not.
No.
I thought in the recasting, because you saw how with Sex and the City, they were like, oh, we're woke now. Now we have all these characters that are diverse. It's like, that wasn't how it was in the first one.
No, it was not.
And with Devil Wears Prada, it seems like they have the same cast. They didn't bring on, like, a new Andre Leon Talley type character. You know, it's again invisible.
Yes, invisible. They're doing the work, but not getting the shine.
And we don't want to be included as like, you know, just thrown in as an afterthought.
No.
I mean, I think that was what some of the criticism was of, and just like that, you know, it's like, you don't, and then it's also like, let us tell our own story.
Claire, isn't there such a difference when we tell our own stories?
It's important.
It is important, and it feels and resonates so much differently when we tell our own stories.
Yeah, don't just throw somebody in there and their family and what you assume it is, because it always seems just like overkill. It just doesn't seem right. So I think it's so important for us to tell our own stories, and there's so much room for it.
So much room. We can't have this conversation without talking about emerging Black designers and trends, like Obvi. We have to. So I'm curious I just love all of the Black fashion brands that I've seen emerging. I love that I'm seeing social media level the playing field so they can get more attention.
Isn't that beautiful? And now too, somebody else told me, or I noticed that you don't need, I mean, obviously 2.2 million followers is great, but you don't need that many followers to go viral. You can have 10,000 followers and have one thing go viral. You know, like I don't know the algorithm, but you don't need to have a huge platform in order to reach a bunch of people. So I love that the playing field has been leveled even more.
Yes. Are there particular Black designers or creatives you're watching now?
I love Kwame Aduse.
Yes, love him.
I love, obviously, Christopher John Rogers. Laquan. We all love Laquan. We all love Sergio. I love some of the designers that are showing in the Bomb Fashion Show. A. Kofi is really great. Shop Elvine. It's a brand by a designer named Liana Vine. CBN Chicago. We have a lot of emerging designers that are showing with us. And you know, if you have a passion, it's kind of the same ethos for the Bomb Fashion Show. If you have a passion for fashion, you have a talent, you don't need to appeal to the CFDA in order to show at New York Fashion Week. You can show at New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
And I think that's what digital media is about. It's what Fashion Bomb Daily is about, that if you want to participate, you can. There are no more barriers to entry.
I love how social media has really lowered that barrier to entry. A few of the other brands that I'm loving right now are on the continent. One is Killentar.
Oh, yeah. I was going to wear her dress today.
Love Killentar.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? These didn't come to mind. But there are so many designers out of Africa. Killing it,
Claire.
Africa is like, and I mean like Nigeria, Ghana.
Yes, Ghana, Nigeria.
Senegal as well. But there's a brand that I'm probably going to be wearing all New York Fashion Week, which is called MSO Lagos.
Okay.
Also Matupeta Atelier. We carry them in our shop. I've worn her dresses, I think, for most Bomb fashion shows. Ofure is a great one. We're writing about them today. Hanifa is not from Nigeria, but I think she actually is from Congo or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But when I say there's so many designers out of Africa.
The creativity.
Yeah.
The colors, the textures, the quality.
High quality. And they come quick.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why, like, for the Met, I tapped Swanky Jerry, who's a stylist out of Nigeria, to make my look. And it was a brand called Deji and Kola, who made my custom suit. But y'all are sleeping on Africa, and you have got to stop, okay?
When I tell you, it is next level, the fashion coming out of Africa right now.
And I do feel that the industry in Nigeria, Ghana, etc., support their designers in a way, because I've been speaking to a lot of designers here in New York, and they don't have the resources. They don't have the capital to run their businesses as they should and truly be creative. And it's this whole gatekeeping thing here. So maybe, I don't know, but we'll just keep going, keep doing what we do, be resourceful as we always are. We still show up. Yeah.
So one more quick segment is a fun one I thought we could do called What Would Claire Wear?
Oh my God. I was having a wardrobe emergency this morning. I came here with nothing. I came here with the dress I'm wearing to the Bomb Fashion Show and this blazer.
Well,
I do have
you look very cute.
Thank you. I do have a closet full of clothes. I'm like, I don't want to wear those clothes. And then I have this wonderful, God is so good that people will just send me clothes. So it doesn't matter where I go. I can always find something to wear.
That is a blessing.
Yeah. So yesterday for the U.S. Open, I got home. I had an hour to change, maybe 30 minutes. And Miss Circle had sent me some dresses and I just pulled one out and wore it. Wonderful. But anyway, what would Claire wear? Let's see. I don't know.
Closet full of clothes and nothing to wear.
Right.
Okay. What would Claire wear? So first scenario, it's a power pitch meeting, Claire.
Okay.
You're pitching to some investors. And what would you wear because you want to assert authority and style?
A suit. Preferably a red suit, only because I read that red is a power color. That's part of the reason why I wore red to the Met. And it was also one of Andre Leontali's favorite colors. But yeah, just a red suit or a suit, maybe red, maybe black or navy. Louboutin pumps, Birkin.
How do you feel about shoulder pads?
Love them.
Yeah.
Powerful. Yeah.
Okay. Second scenario. You are having brunch with emerging creators. So maybe in a mentorship capacity, what would you wear to feel approachable but iconic?
Probably a dress by one of them. I'm always down to wear emerging designers. So yeah, I'd see what they have. I'd wear one of their designs.
Yes. And then scenario 3, you have a runway event such as your upcoming Bomb Fashion Show.
A gown. I checked the dress code because our dress code is black and white.
I did read that.
And I actually, exclusive, I'm wearing a dress by a Haitian designer, Giovanna Louis. For, I might have outfit change, but yeah, that's what I plan.
Yes, an outfit change. All right. So, Claire, I just want to wrap up by saying I very much appreciated having you here, hearing about your journey, hearing about your perspective on ambition and fashion and personal branding as well. It's been an honor to highlight you on the Black Girl Ambition podcast. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I want to ask, how can the Black Girl Ambition audience support you?
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Claire Sulmers, Fashion Bomb Daily. You can shop with us at fashionbombdailyshop.com. You can get a ticket to our show. Thank you for buying a ticket in advance at thebombfashionshow.eventbrite.com. So many different ways. Just go to fashionbombdaily.com and the world will open for you. Fashion Bomb world will open for you. Yeah.
Is there one piece of advice that you would like to leave my listeners with today?
Start where you are with what you have. Start where you are, where you can, and use what you have.
It's not going to be perfect, but just start.
Just start where you are. Yeah. It's interesting because that quote is attributed to Arthur Ashe, I believe, but it's also attributed to Theodore Roosevelt. So I'm like, I don't know who said it. I think Theodore Roosevelt said it first, but yeah. And then Arthur Ashe kind of built upon it. But yeah, just start where you are. Don't try to be perfect. It won't be perfect, but that's okay. It's important to start and don't overthink it. Just do it and keep going. Show up every day. Put one foot in front of the other and let God order your steps.
I say the same thing. That's my prayer. My last and final question, which I ask all of my guests on Black Girl Ambition, is, Claire, what is your greatest ambition in life?
I want to be on that cover of Forbes, Richest Self-Made Women issue, okay?
Boom.
That is my greatest ambition right there.
Yes.
So you'll see me on there. Give me like 5 years.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Well, thank you so much for being here today. It was an honor.
Thank you.
So ambitious, Black girls. That is a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Be sure to hit subscribe and join me again next week for another great conversation with a special guest. And remember, your ambition is your superpower. Keep dreaming big, building out loud, and living fully. Until next time, stay ambitious.
Overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these wrestlers nice.